Half a day. My name is Yvonne Camacho. I am an elementary instructional coach from the Division of Curriculum and Instruction, and I am going to be going over the lesson plan designs that you will be using to support our models of instruction. First, the objectives. At the end of this session, you will be able to, number 1, know how the lesson plan designs are applicable to the 3 models of instruction, and 2, be able to design lessons that are student and parent appropriate to support distance learning. But before we begin, let's go over the history of how we got here. Everyone remembers what happened in March when all the schools closed down due to the Executive Order number 2020-04 that effectively canceled schools. By April through July, the Guam Department of Education began shifting to distance learning. We started supporting students learning from home. We developed the home learning resource website and hard copies that parents use to help teach their children. Now in August, the beginning of a new school year and the dawn of a new era, a brand new approach to education for all of us. And with a brand new approach comes 3 models of learning. The first model will be online learning, the second model, hard copy, and the third model, face-to-face. What transpired at that time? Parents are now at the forefront of learning. Parents are unprepared to manage parenting and homeschooling. Some of them had to learn how to understand lesson plans and support their children, creating, maintaining, and implementing distance learning. There was a lot of confusion and stress for teachers. There was a shift from classroom to home learning. Addressing all external challenges on education began. And then there was validating learning. Assessments were canceled and there were continuing concerns. Is my child progressing? Or learning skills to prepare them for the next grade level? To a parent, lesson plans are like treasure maps. You never really find the treasure. Just like a lesson plan will take a parent to a certain direction, a lot of them just couldn't understand. Common lesson design, parts, and guidance. Number 1, you want information and instructions for lessons to be parent-friendly and student-friendly, simple and clearly written. 2, content. There should be an explanation of content, reading materials, videos, PowerPoint slides, and handouts. And number 3, there should be engaging activities, practice activities, applications, and extension activities. Parent-student information and instructions for lessons. Lesson plans should be written in parent and student-friendly version. Subject and standards. Introduction to lesson. Be clear on what students will be learning and practicing for the week. Explain why is this knowledge or skill important for me and my children to learn. What activities will I be doing to learn or practice this knowledge or skill? Clearly indicate what is included in your packet. Label handouts and what is done for each day. Here is an example of a really prepared lesson. This lesson is on U.S. history. The topic is on government, focusing on the Bill of Rights. Right here, you have an explanation on why, or the knowledge of why it's important for the student to learn. Your objectives clearly show the goals of the lesson. Here is the agenda for the week, and on this side you have the announcements, which helps when the parent wants to contact their child's teacher through email or contact phone number in case they have any questions and they want to make a phone call. Content. Explanation of content. Reading materials, videos, slides, and handouts. Provide parents with the background knowledge. Help them know what's going on. Include descriptions of the standards, skills, or topics. Include I can statements. Clearly write step-by-step introductions that introduce materials. Don't assume parents know it. It's been a while since they've seen some of these things you've been teaching, and some of the things they've learned then may need to be updated. Organize materials for clear and easy access for your parents. In this example, this is clearly organized so that it is clear on what you want them to do. In this section here, it provides the background knowledge for both parents and students. Why do they need to know the engineering design process? And it's clearly shown right here. Number 3, engaging activities, practice activities, applications and extension activities. Provide step-by-step instructions for handouts, graphic organizers, worksheets, and projects. Have regular opportunities for questions for parents and students. Have office hours. Be clear about when, how, and why parents and students can contact you. Provide parents with feedback, just as you would with students. Make them feel they are on the right track. Implement strategies and accommodations for exceptional learners from SPED, ESL, and GATE. Provide step-by-step instructions for handouts and when activities or worksheets need to be done. Label activities or worksheets. The bigger picture. If you do this correctly, parents will now be more involved in their child's learning experience. They won't be out of touch. You won't exclude them from the learning experience. Teachers must now provide support to parents on distance learning. We need to do this together as a team through this process. And finally, the most important thing is the mindset. Having a growth mindset will allow the continuous improvement of the lesson plan design process. Gone are the days when we used to spray kids with information and pray that they get it, retain it, and independently be able to use it. Now, with our present situation with distance learning, teachers need to be deliberate with their lessons and how to support their parents and students. Thank you for listening, and I hope this will help you in creating your own parent and student-friendly distance learning lesson plan. Be safe.